Alright, so this is a nighttime video, but better than not. Basically, there's my door. Show you right now. There's my door right there. I've just put in the sound dampening material along the inside. You can see it in the back in there. Let's see if this light will help us out here. And you can see the dampening material back there. That's where the woofer goes. What I'm doing now is that all along this opening, I'm putting a piece of PVC board, a 1/4 inch. I've already drilled holes where this stuff's gonna go. You can kind of see a hole there. You can see another hole right there, and they go all around this this part that's indented, as you can see, all around. Those are another hole right there, hole right here, another hole there, hole there, hole here. There's going to be another one around this area. But anyway, that's what I'm doing, working on right now. And here is my the piece here that's going to be going there. And I'm just adding this second skin. This is the second skin. The noise and heat insulation. It's like a rope of this stuff. See right there, butyl rope. And I'm putting that as the new sealant, the new weather seal for the door on this piece of PVC, 1/4 inch PVC. And as you can see, here's my stencil for the next piece for the next door. I just stenciled that one, just the opening that I need for everything. So that's going to be cut out next with the what the hell is that thing called? With that tool. And yeah, I'm just using this rope. Comes with this wax backed paper, and I'm using that to basically roll this stuff down, and then I can unpeel it and then just move on to the next spot and so on. So I'll show you guys in a second when this is being installed. Alright, so here I am putting this on now. You can see what's happening here. I'm using these self-tapping screws, which have this on the end. I had to pre-drill, so I'm pre-drilling, as you can see with this guy here. I already did all the pre-holes, pre-drills, and anyway, just putting these things on as I go along here, and that's what's happening. So here are the final results of what I'm doing. Had to cut out some material here for this piece that stuck out. That's part of the window motor. Then had to cut this out because this is part of what holds the door panel, the interior panel. So I'm going to cover all this up with some sound deadening strip. A piece right there, another one there. That stuff's 80 mil, so it shouldn't get in the way of anything that as this panel comes on. And I'm really hoping that, I put this in a part that sinks in. That's where this is all installed. So I really hope that when I put this all back together now, that this stays out of the way of how this panel comes on. Whew, I am tired. This is a ton of work. Alright, so this is the completed outcome, I guess. So that's still my stock speaker. This is a Mitsubishi Galant, and it came with the premium sound system, which is a Rockford Fosgate, and these actually sound pretty damn good. They must be like a propylene cone, and it's a 6-inch, 6.5, probably 6.5-inch speaker. It sounds pretty damn good. Obviously, you know, it's not going to be like a badass aftermarket woofer, which what I'm going to put in next. And but here's the panel that I did to close up this opening that was here, which before had that foam. It's like a vapor barrier. And I put in this piece, and behind this, I'm sure you saw in the other video, I lined all of this with that second skin butyl rope. So that was on there really fucking good. And how do I know how good it's on? Because after I did all this, I forgot to put some pieces that go in here at the top of the door, because this is the window. It's dark out already. This is how it goes. Anyway, as this window comes down, there were some foam pieces that attached right here in that opening, and another one down here, which kept that window from moving when the window was down, and I forgot to put those back in. So I had to take this all off, and that butyl rope was like hanging like gum all over the place, and I just put it all back as best as I could, and it seems to be just as good of a seal. I mean, this is fucking tight on there. And this panel, of course, this is hollow on the other side, so I added this here. I just found like it had some vibration there, which was very low vibration, but maybe in the bass notes that could have been made this basically vibrate to a point that makes noise. So I put that there. I don't really know if it's doing that much. And then right here, this was openings, because this piece here, there's an opening on this PVC board here. So I tried to seal that up as best I could with this stuff coming in and on the bottom, and it's really not sealed perfectly, so, but it's better than nothing. It's better than having that open. Than this right here, that's totally sealed. This is completely sealed all around, but really just the nature of this door is that there's openings. I mean, this is an opening here. I have no idea what that's for, but it's staying. So it's mostly sealed, and this is just fucking good enough for now. So thanks for watching. Here's another show and tell video during the day of what I've done here. So you can see this a lot clearer during the day. There's my panel. This is all sealed all around. I am gonna see how I can seal this here, because if I've got this opened up and I'm still doing this, it's fucking Sunday morning. I want to bust out as much as I can. So that's what it's looking like. Again, this here may not have been needed, but since this is only being fastened around the perimeter quite well, this open right here, what I do is that I go around knocking on things or tapping on them in such a way where I can hear what's vibrating, and there was a lot of vibration coming out the center of this panel, so I put some sound deadening on there. I don't know if it's really going to be that effective. It seems to be. Anyway, as far as the remainder of the panel, of course I'm going to be replacing these stock woofers with the JBL GTO Stadium top of the line 3-ways. The woofer's going to go here, mid-range is going to go there. I'm going to find out where on the pillar, or maybe on this piece here, I put the tweeter. So kind of getting off topic, but anyway, as far as this inside this panel, before I close this off, I sound deadened everything on the inside. 3 big strips of the sound deadening material, and in here, I mean, there's just a lot of, as this sheet metal is shaped like this, stamped to have this shape, it actually gives it a lot of strength, all this right here. So I mean, there's no vibration. Maybe here I might put some, but really I just found small areas where I felt like there might be some vibration, which could, you know, lead to coming into the music. But I think this is almost done. I'm gonna see how I can seal this up right here, and then also figure out, there's a lot of holes here, which a lot of them of course are to mount things, so that the interior door panel, as it mounts, it's holding on. And then there's other holes that are just there for, I don't know why. Like for example, this one here. So I'm gonna see how I can seal this up as best as I can. Of course, this will never be sealed because this window needs to go up and down. So this is a, an opening here. But if the better I seal this, just the better the outcomes are gonna be. And God damn it, I wish I could finish this all today. But I still have to install the speakers, run the wiring to the amp in the trunk. I already have the amp mount or amp rack mounted. So I'm just kind of speaking out loud here. I don't know how far I'm going to get today, but what I am doing today is doing this on the other door. I already did all the work of figuring out how this is going to work, so doing the other door should be a breeze. And right now, what am I focusing on? I'm going to show you. And this thing shuts like a fucking tank now. And let's see if you could hear this difference online, but this door doesn't have any sound deadened material on it, and now I'm going to move to one that does. You can hear that. Vibration is greatly reduced. So what am I doing now in this mess of a workspace? I'm working on the panel and finding all these areas that want to vibrate, and then using again the second skin butyl rope, and I've got it right here. This stuff's pretty easy to work with, and when it comes to cutting it, you don't want to just try to pull it apart because it's like gum. You'll get a string of it. So I'm just using some scissors here. You can see that these are pretty gummed up, but this stuff comes off, especially with goof off. Stain remover, I guess it is, or whatever. It's really effective on plastic and metal to remove this second skin butyl rope, along with a plastic bristle brush. So what I'm doing is I'm going around. For example, I already treated this here. This does not rattle at all anymore because I just put some in between where this foam touches the plastic, and I'm about to do that for this. So you can see this, it moves around. So basically I'm going to put this stuff where it touches the plastic, and at least I know I'm going around and just banging on things, doing the same thing, just doing these type of things to see what rattles, what doesn't, and then applying this stuff before I really come back and put in a big sheet of sound deadening material to basically get all these things to work as one unit so they don't vibrate together. I guess it's coupling them, the proper way to say it. So that's where I'm at.